demon known as Moloch, who also required the human sacrifice of one's firstborn. This is the religion of you.
See, that's the reason why every time you look around, whenever a white man go into the lands of people that's not white, first thing he try to do is label them as headhunters or people who gave sacrifice, because that's them. That's their race that came to this earth and started murdering the animals, the people, and then they write that in their Christian Bible about everybody sacrificing to God. We do not have a God that requires that we kill anything that it created to show our, if you will, loyalty to it. That's ridiculous. How am I going to come in your house and tear up some merchandise of yours and give it to you all fucked up as a token of my having supreme knowledge of your greatness? If you think I'm so damn great, why would you destroy the stuff that I've made? That lets you know that the people who sacrifice the things that God made to their God are people that could not have been made by our God. It's just that simple. Whenever you're going to walk around on earth and cut down the trees, poison the water, everything that these Europeans have done to the earth lets you know that they cannot have a symbiotic relationship with the Creator that created all the things that they destroyed. So we know who is the people that make these sacrificial offerings to their Luciferian gods. It is not us melanated people. Stop believing that Bible telling you people's making sacrifices to God, killing animals and all that. That shit ain't never been a part of us. That's them with their brainwashed Bible teaching you that foolishness. Killing is killing. And the commandment is thou shalt not kill. I don't even kill insects. So that's where I'm at with that. I ain't saying I haven't before, but my newfound knowledge makes me know that a fly has just as much right to be alive as I do. That's why I try to shoo them away and keep my house set up where I don't have opposition with flies, so I won't have to kill them.
Earth's royalty and the American super rich, starting with George Washington to Benjamin Franklin to Hillary Clinton, Henry Kissinger, and Newt Gingrich, among so many others, and celebrated in Northern California's Bohemian Grove annually. The owl, saturating Europe and Washington, D.C., symbolizes seeing in the dark, as these demons running the planet with money, politics, and military warfare, as America acts as the warmongering home for these destructive aliens and their technology the Greys provide to the American military-industrial complex for allowing them to live beneath the surface of the planet. The ignorant entertainment world has just been following the money, knowing not what lies at the end of that rainbow. Watch out now, these devils use them for recruiting purposes. Saturated with love until I am jumping for joy as things stand now. Because the more you learn about what is really going on, the more you come to realize just how truly messed up things are on a worldwide scale and why. I am so happy I am not prejudiced, because the only thing I can say is strap on your seat belts and get ready for the big trip of your life. This is the Greys Part 2, or what I prefer to call the doppelgangers. These little 3 feet tall Zeta Reticulan Greys living beneath the United States in the ultra-modern facilities the United States secret government created for them and paid for it from the American people's $9 trillion, which they stole and which suddenly just vanished into thin air. Or at best, this is what the United States Congress said to the American people when asked about these funds. All of a sudden, everybody got busy texting on these distraction devices simultaneously. People, this stuff is serious. And I don't mean the S-I-R. I mean capital S-E-R. The gray aliens are not to be taken lightly. They have time traveled some 5,000 years from the future back to this past time for them. To them, the human species is a product to be experimented with and toyed with as a joke.
And see, what I'm getting is this. These were renegade gods. Created this civilization and went in opposition to the harmony of universal balance. This circumstance created a state of fugitive. These fugitives, with their God knowledge, has been going all through the universe, creating entities of life, using alchemic type of intelligence to use the minerals of each planet they go to inhabit entities, to do their bid on the entities that has normally been placed there by the planet creators. These people that I'm talking about, that I see around this earth with my naked eye, just like what this guy is saying, they don't just stay in the ground. They can come up on the earth. Some people can see these things. They look like shadows moving around, but you can see them, because what happens is your vibrations are fast and slow. These things can move in a way where they can confuse your perception. That's why they call them shapeshifters, because they constantly move before people can tune in on them and get a 100% positive make of what they are. That's the reason why you only see them as shadows, because they are on a really serious type of mental intellect as to where they can perceive your perception before you even perceive it. That's the reason why they talk through mental telepathy. And these things are on this earth, and they move in the dark. They come out when it get dark. You can find them in cemeteries a lot. They love cemeteries. That's why they live in the earth, because they like deadness. They like dull, like our consciousness. They don't like spiritual consciousness that bring forth growth and unity and love and laughter and joyous functions. And they don't like that. They like things like funerals, okay, sports of competition where one person lose. The team that lose is the team that they be rooting for, because the ideal of losing something to them is elation more than depression. They are just like the total opposite of what we are as people. And I mean, as the existence of entity of life that we are, they are totally different than that. They are seriously dull. That's why they're gray. They're just like that. They are a compositional makeup of the people that we see on earth that just be so dry and so unchanging and won't put 1 ounce of energy out to display any type of elation or startlement or overwhelming circumstances. Does not even move them. That's the composition these guys is made of. They will be the people who probably are responsible for trying to block the sun out. I mean, it only makes sense. If you want to live in the earth, you don't have any need for the sun. Think about that. Otherwise, why would you live in the earth where the sun doesn't really penetrate well?
Fortunately, there are taller and more benevolent grays who are working to protect the earth humans from these malicious ones.
Now, those are the ones that I told you I saw in my house. They are the tall ones. They are the ones that I believe is connected with. This is what I've been getting. Since I've been listening to this guy right here, I've been really having to reconfigure what I have been thinking about things, because he has opened up a whole lot of concepts that to me I was drawing a blank on, but now he's helping me make sense of what I've been seeing. See, the ones that I saw in my house that he just described as being tall, I don't think that they are entities at all. I think that they are cyborgs. I think that they are like robots that the people in the light ship dispatches to the earth. Because I believe that the people in the light ships never leave the light ships. I don't believe they will ever set one foot on the ground. Everything about them will be through using what's on the ground already, the elemental forces, or either be based, as well as the human population will all be utilized by the light ships as their source of materialism to demonstrate work or to perpetuate needed, if you will, actions of actual occurrences. People will be mobilized and put under a control type of trance as to where they would do things around the earth that the people in the light ship know need to be done, and you will not have any type of opposition to your initiation. Once it's time for you to be activated, you will be activated regardless to what you think. These people that has come here on earth has been here and then got so arrogant and so comfortable with what they're doing. Now they're scared as hell. They don't want you to know that they're scared as hell, but they are, because they know that God is here. What I mean by God, when I say God, is they know that the universal essence of sustainment as well as creation has dispatched a fleet of sheriffs to deal with them. They know that. The Caucasian people on this earth has been victimized by these people too. First of all, they are victimized because their melanin has been extracted from them. Second of all, they're victimized because the Caucasian man has been targeted as leader one for the objective to destroy the earth. They are the most important factor in the accomplishment of this objective. It's the white men. They are the ones who are constantly, diligently creating circumstances of chaos on the earth for their own families as well as for other families.
There are the Zionite protectors who are watching out for the humans on earth. Once again, currently Earth is saturated with an assortment of aliens living beneath the surface. The both good ones and the bad ones. The United States government is getting its military-industrial war machinery from.
Now, if you go back and check my videos, the very first one I started doing, the June 2010, I think it was, I told you guys there was more than one source of alien encounter on the earth and that they all lived in the ground. I also pointed out that it seemed to me that one source is here to help us and work with us to eradicate ourselves from being under the extreme enslavement of the other source of alien intruder that's here. One of them are here by invite or by ownership of the planet, and other ones are here just as intruders, as people who has an objective to extract something from the earth recipients. And what they want to extract from the earth recipients is the earth recipients' life force. It's real simple. They are the vampires that keep giving us these vampire movies to distract us from our true circumstances. They give us that to look at on TV. If you see it on TV, you think it's normal. People disappearing everywhere.
We have established that the fact of having done most of the